your role is a little bit unique because your product is essentially a better, longer life, right?
Yes, yes.
So, like, how do you go and create a growth strategy around that? Because I'm sold. I'm trying to do all the right things, but maybe you could just walk us through that. What does that look like for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as with any business development, it's getting in front of the right people for sure, right? To get the message out and to help navigate different pockets of clients who this might be beneficial for. But the biggest component of all of this, in my experience, is really the education piece. So people do understand how threatening some of these diseases are, right? They have either experienced it, like we've talked about here, or they've heard of the stories. And fortunately, well, or maybe unfortunately, they also have an awareness of the limited tools that our system has to help really navigate that. Yeah, sure. When you're at the most advanced stages of disease, like we have a protocol and we can execute on that and hopefully keep you as healthy as possible or alive for as long as possible. Other than that, if you're walking into your doctor's office to try to be healthy, there's really no time for that in a 15-minute appointment, right? These 15-minute appointments that we see with our family doctor are all about, okay, what are you feeling? And let's put a band-aid on this as quickly as possible. And so many people don't actually understand how limited our system is in its ability to detect these. Cancer, right? 70% of cancer deaths are occurring as a result of cancers for which no screen exists, right? Heart disease, another one. 50% of heart attacks are occurring in people who are having no symptoms, no sign or symptoms, no family history, perfectly healthy. For all intents and purposes, it feels random. Like to
That's so
those,
scary.
it is. To them and their families, it feels completely random. And what do you do about this? So it's the education piece about there are alternatives and people just simply aren't fully aware of them. And even if they have a hunch that something exists, it can feel very daunting to step outside of the public health system without a medical degree of some kind, or else it can feel insulting to our values as Canadians, right? My job really is gently, where necessary, pulling heads out of the sand a little bit and sharing these types of facts, arming individuals and business partners with the facts, with how limited our system truly is, and introducing them to advanced technologies available today, like what we're bringing to the market here, that can detect diseases at their earliest stages.